Hello, YouTube. This is M. Rain, your magical mystic, founder of the Magical Mystic Divinity Academy, TV personality behind Moments of Mindfulness, and also the founder of Embossed Entertainment, as well as one of the founding members of the Syndicate. So I'm really excited today because I want to share just some quick little tips with you guys for protection. Unfortunately, we have to do it, right? There is always someone who doesn't wish us well. We have plenty of people who wish us well. We should always welcome that with gratitude, because people who wish us well, it's like a loving and sweet and good send off. It's like a warm embrace that you can take with you wherever you go and make it a part of whatever you do, and it's safe and it's beautiful, right? However, there are others who send us off with, Sour Patch Kids face, and they don't wish us well. And some people, they don't understand that bad energy from the heart and the mind projected outward toward you is a spell. So a person doesn't have to be purposefully magical to inflict damage. That's not to say you should be scared. That's not to say that you should be fearful. That's not to say that you should get into this ideology of avoidance. But having said that, when you know that that is a possibility, the best thing to do is be ready. So some of you have watched, possibly repeatedly, my video here on YouTube about sealing your aura. That is one of your first lines of defense. But I want to talk to you about something else that's equally, to me, simple. Some of you are going to probably be like, that don't sound simple to me. But it is simple. It's easy. It costs you nothing. So one of the things that I personally practice when, really, I do it twice a week. But if something happens, I may begin to do it every day just until whatever it is blows over. But twice a week, when I'm in the shower, I take a moment and I center myself. So I stand there as if I'm standing outside to ground. And I kind of square my shoulders and my feet. I spread my feet shoulder width apart. And I stand and I let the water hit my body with my eyes closed as such. And I see the water as being my friend, okay? And it's washing away everything that has been sent to me, that I've absorbed, that I have come into contact with, that is in the way of my destiny, my purpose, my happiness, my prosperity, my healing. Anything that doesn't mean me good, that is non-beneficial, that is baneful specifically, any of that stuff, I see it just washing it away. And I see myself letting it happen. And I don't think about what might actually be being washed away, because to think about what may need to be removed is sometimes to start to fight against what really is in your way. Do you know that most of the things that cause us the most harm is the things that we love the most? Most of the time, your worst enemy is someone that you actually enjoy picking up the phone and calling, someone that you actually enjoy taking little Sunday rides with. Sometimes, unfortunately, it is those that are closest to us. So in that moment while I'm in the shower, I allow myself to be cleansed with no thought of what needs to go, just releasing everything that is non-beneficial, baneful, or in the way of, aforementioned things. Another thing that I do after that part is I'll sit there and then I'll look up, I open my eyes and I look up, and I see myself absorbing love, favor, and being aligned by the universe, pulling myself back into this space of oneness. I see myself, every hole, every dip, every bit of damage. It's like I see myself just absorbing this loving, healing, aligning energy from the universe. I see it flowing in through my crown, and as it flows through me, and I'm going to tell you, every time I do it, and I've been doing this for years, every time I do it, I start to get chills as I'm sitting there, and I'm usually like this, like I'm ready, align me, heal me, fill me back up, restore whatever might have been robbed, whatever I might have allowed myself to give away that wasn't meant to be given away. Because sometimes that's really what it is. We've given way too much of ourselves to all the wrong people, or all the wrong circumstances, right? So as I'm doing this and I see it almost like rays of sun penetrating my body from the crown and working this way all the way down. And the water is still touching me. And so I've been washed and now being restored. And man, when I say that, to me, more so than anything else that I do, it's those moments, like my shower time, my bath time, my grounding time outside, definitely my meditation time, my aura sealing time. And if you follow me on Facebook, you've heard me talk about every morning when I wake up, when I get my head up off this pillow, I raise up and I have my hands up just like this. It's like I call back all of my energy from all the places which it has been scattered. I call it back clean and clear and healthy and loving and ready, to be repurposed and reused. It's mine. It's got my signature, and it's in alignment and in agreement with my highest good. Like, I'm calling it all back from all realms, all dimensions. It's like, all right, come on back, come on back. But when I do those things are for me. Those things are my first line of defense. It's not hard. It's not difficult. And even though it might have taken me, 7 minutes to explain it, it probably takes you 2 or 3 minutes to actually do it. And you could, do it 10 minutes. Like sometimes just having my arms up, I just leave them up until I get tired. And I just be like receiving from the universe. The reason why that is important is because if somehow you are broken, somehow you are less than full, let's say it that way. If you are less than full, if you are broken, if you are insecure, if you are hungry for anything, you put yourself in a space where you can be attacked in that point of weakness. So spending that few minutes, maybe let's just say 10 minutes a day, getting you together, helps you not have to do so many banishments and bindings and hexes, curses, and all the stuff that people get caught up in witchcraft for. They want to fight. They want to send all this negative energy all the time. They're scared. They want to hide away in some kind of shell. They do so much cloaking magic that they cloak from good opportunities too. Magic was never meant to scare you. It's a tool to assist you, to help you live the kind of life you want to live on your own terms. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise. If people say they got magic and they're not happy, healthy, wealthy, or wise, what do they have? Nothing. Nothing. And people like that, you never have to really worry about their magic either. Because once you achieve that space where you are happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, that's called alignment, okay? Once you achieve that space, they are vibrating so far beneath you that no matter what they're shooting out, they don't have the power to get it up to that vibration because they've never been there. See, that's the good thing about elevation and ascension. It takes you out of the reach of certain things. But even so, always practice protection. That's not optional. Whether you want to be a full-fledged mystic, witch, or whatever, or if you just dabbling from time to time, paying somebody else to do your spell for your job and making sure you get a raise and all that kind of stuff. However you dabble, protect yourself. I have been in some wild situations. Just randomly things went left. You know what I'm saying? And I know that it was my protections that kept me safe, that helped me get through some really tough times in life. Last thing I want to say about protections is that we don't do it because we're afraid. If you're sitting there afraid while you're doing the wash and you're doing the infusion of universal energy and you're grounding and you're calling your energy back, if you're doing all that because you're afraid, you are releasing a certain vibration that pulls attack to you. You don't do it afraid. You do it because you're wise. You do it because you got other things to do with your time and your energy rather than fight with some weird people who don't want to heal. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to fight with them. You want to prosper and go on. Healthy, happy, wealthy, wise. That's your intention. All the rest of that stuff is for the birds. So you put up these protections, you keep yourself centered, and then you move along through your life. I do need to say this. So one other form of protection is called a road opener. And a lot of people don't realize that this is a form of protection. But it is, because if your roads are blocked, that feels like a full-fledged fucking attack. Pardon my French, YouTube. That was a Facebook moment, Okay, but it feels like a full-blown attack. My money not flowing, my energy not flowing, nothing's flowing. If you cut off, do you know that back in the old days, when they would get ready to go to war against city to city, you know, they have to march over to the next town. You can imagine that, right? One of the things that they would do when a city was highly fortified is they'll try to get to the well. And they'll fill the well and make the water undrinkable. Because at some point, they got to come up out of there, or they're going to die of thirst. And they knew that. So when somebody can cut off your flow, then they got you to a certain degree. So always do road opener work. Road opener work is not, also like protection, not optional. You should do that at least once a week. Whether you think something is blocking you or not, you don't want to wait till you're blocked to start doing it, because now you got to build up enough energy to clear this blockage. You can imagine, you know, all of the mountain falling and just like destroying the road or whatever. And you have to, the energy it takes to clear all of those rocks and stuff, right? So it's important that you keep, once you start doing that work, that you keep that work going. It'll protect the path or the road of opportunity for you. My name is M. Rain. I am your magical mystic. You can visit us for holistic and magical products at magicalmystic.com, and that's spelled MAGICKALMYSTIC.com. Also, you can take our classes and courses at divinityacademy.com, or you can check us out on Facebook or Instagram at MRainOfficial or at Magical Mystic. I'll see you guys soon.